So today I am playing a indie story game called Romancing Jan, and this has been developed by Rainbow Unicorn Games. From the research that I did, it's typically Romancing Jan is done as like a LARPy type thing. It very much reminded me, given the way it was described in like some of the pictures and events that I saw, very much reminds me of the murder mystery dinners that I used to do before COVID hit. And except this is not really a mystery. Why is baby dog crying? Because baby dog is a spoiled brat and wants treats, knock them, that's why. That's why baby dog is crying. She's being a spoiled brat. But they're taking the concept of this alternate universe, I guess, Regency era game, and that's like an in-person type event game, and they're turning it into a video game. And so they have a demo now, they have a game to play, and I was tagged in a Facebook post by a friend of mine who was sharing someone they know who's been in the development of this, I guess, and said, hey, you should stream this. And I was like, okay, I don't have a very big audience, but okay. I'm going to, I want to just dive right into this. I've been avoiding looking at it much, except for, setting it up in OBS and all that, because I don't want to be spoiled for anything. I want to be able to get my true first-time reaction to this. So let's turn off the lo-fi stuff, because this game has its own music, and we shall dive right in here. I will turn the music back on. So I did go through the settings, and I did make this windowed. When I first fired it up, it went boom, full screen, and I went, no! Because I need to be able to see chat. So I had to take it down windowed. I did check enlarged font because that'll help me with reading it. But yeah, so this is the development team from Rainbow Unicorn Games that have been making this. And yeah, let's just dive right into it, shall we? Courtesy title, okay. I'm gonna call myself Lady Jennilee Rose. Ah! I don't know if I can type. Lady Jennilee Rose. There we go. I am a noble lady, damn it. I have the tiara and everything. Okay. I can click start game, yes? There we go. Okay. Alright, we are loading. M'lady. M'lady. Oh, welcome in, Noctum. I'm glad you're here. Dear Jennilee, I see you received an invitation to the Caldwell Spring Awakening Ball. Spring is one of the most important times of the year for me and my family, so I do hope to see you there. While I do not have time to visit before the ball, I have sent some rings with the courier that I think will look lovely on you should you choose to wear them. Hoping to see you soon, Cleopatra of a Bloom... Agrinia? I don't know, I'm mangling that likely. Alright, so I have been sent a letter, okay. You're going to have to get dressed for the ball, open your wardrobe and choose an outfit and one of the rings you were gifted. Okay. So this is character creation. Okay. Alright. But I got a purple dress. I want purple, because purple. Oh, I got a purple ring. Okay, we should definitely wear a purple ring. What hair should I rock? I'm mean, normally I have short hair. Not a lot of hairstyles to choose from. Do I not have shoes? Okay, apparently I only have hair. I only have hair, dress, and ring. Okay. And I have stats here that are attractive, wealth, cunning, reputation, and wit. Okay. So I'm going to attend this ball. I'm apparently... I'm going, okay. Alright. As you stand outside Grace Meadow Manor, you look up and around at the crowds gathering closer to the entrance and gather your courage and your composure. Okay. Going to make a small comment here. I was just in character creation. I understand this is alternate universe. They're trying to be racially and LGBT inclusive and all that. It's slightly uncomfortable playing a created character that is not racially representative of myself. This particular avatar that I am playing as right now is much darker than myself. And I really am not super comfortable with that. I'm hoping that in future versions of this, there will be more extensive character creation. But this is very, very early game, so just a thought, just a thing. Okay. As you wait, you hold a single thought in your mind. My family name is known by many, and I will do all I can to live up to this sterling reputation. I have the weight of my family's fortune behind me, and to drive Jesus further to my goals. My reading since I was still on my governess's hip. I speak eloquently on many topics from current events to arts and history. I keep my finger on the pulse of the time when it comes to scandal and know many things about who is who and what they want. Okay, so this is basically I get to pick an addition to a stat. Not quite sure where I want to go with this. I could... My gut instinct is to say wit. To pick wit. Reputation can be useful. Cunning can be useful. Wealth might be useful. I don't know. I don't know how early game goes in this, because this is a blind playthrough. I think I'm going to pick wit. Just as you are about to walk forward, a clearing of the throat behind you heralds the arrival of the Duchess. Duchess Cleopatra. Good to see you, Jennilee. I presume you're ready for this. As ready as I'll ever be. Oh, so this appears to be a kind of choose your own choices click-through story game. I've played many of these. So definitely comfortable to play. Remember, who you talk to will speak volumes, as will who you are seen with. Okay. There be intrigue and drama in the court today. If I may offer suggestions, sure, you do that. Over there you see the Adair siblings. They are not of the nobility, but Lachan is a name worth knowing regardless. He's deaf, and the woman beside him is his sister and interpreter. Ainsley? I don't know, I can't pronounce that very well. Theirs is a life steeped in arts and culture. Okay. Okay, so he's deaf, she's the interpreter. They're not nobility, but they are important to the community for reasons. Okay. And over there, Sir Ashton Andrews and his niece, Lady Kaifa Vale. Sir Andrews is one of the oldest and most established names in the Ton, and a gossip to boot. Okay, so don't be doing the loose lips thing around this dude. Okay. Good to know, good to know. Do I know where I would like to begin? I don't know. Anyone in chat feel like, giving a suggestion? Definitely chat. Feel free to make suggestions. I understand lurkers. Lurkers are fine. I don't have any problem with lurkers. But if you have something you want to add, feel free to drop it in chat. I am actively paying attention, so. Let's see. I don't know that I want to go speak to Sir Andrews right now. Possibly because he is such a gossip. I'm assuming because I picked the title lady that I'm kind of nobility, or I'm at least close to nobility. So I'm sure all the nobility folks know me. I don't know. Oh, excuse you, Miss Dog. Also, if you are new here, this is my dog, Noelle. She's very vocal, aren't you, baby girl? Hey, Jenna, welcome in. Oh, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I go speak with the non-nobility yet very influential people, sibling pair, the Adaires, or should I go speak with Sir Andrews and his niece, who are nobility? Because I have been told that Sir Andrews is a gossip. So I don't know. I am truly indecisive here. I know she's getting so big. She is. She's 5 years old and she's still big baby, yes. Oh, she's a big baby, aren't you? Oh, you're a big baby. She's my big baby, she is. Aren't you, yes. Oh, kiss Mama's hand, yes. She's so kissy. Which choice is closer to the buffet table? I have no idea, Noctum. No idea. As far as I know, too, I want to mention that the developers of this game are looking for funding. So, I don't know. You know, I think I'm gonna go speak to the brother-sister pair. I'm just gonna pick a decision here. Wit. You have heard of Lachlan Adair. The man is a painter, sure enough, and quite a talented one at that. Noelle, enough with the crying puppy. He is said to be revolutionizing portraiture with the way he works light into his portraits. Okay. So he's a deaf painter, and his sister interprets for him. This is what we know so far. Okay. So we're gonna go say hi to them. Well, will you just lay down and calm down, Bupperina? Alright. Here we go. As you approach, the pair both straighten and face you. Attractive. Okay. Lachlan takes in the sight of you with great interest as his shoulders square. He lingers longest on your face, drinking in your expression. Ainsley immediately drops into a shallow curtsy, and her brother follows at a slight bow. Okay, that tells me that I am probably nobility. Our main character is nobility. So they're greeting me with the proper respect. Okay. Lachlan's hands move through an intricate series of gestures. Okay, so he's signing. Okay. Ainsley looks at him with a blink, briefly taken aback while he looks at her expectantly. She huffs quietly after a beat before turning to you and smiling politely. Okay, so he's signing and she's about to interpret. Okay. Hello, Lady Rose. I'm with Knock. I want the food too. I can understand that. Hello, Lady Rose. My name is Ainsley Adair, and this is my brother Lachlan. He is deaf, so I act as an interpreter for him. He bids, I ask if the angels know that one of their number have become lost, or do you need escort back to your family? Fresh from the jump. Well, boy, he's fresh from the jump. Okay. Apparently I am attractive enough to elicit this reaction. Okay. Good to know. Okay. Oh goodness. Okay, so I can just plainly introduce myself. I can be witty, I can be flirtatious and attractive, or I can be kind of spurning and attractive. Okay. I like these types of games. I do like these, you know, you pick a choice and that it affects your character in the story. It's so early that I'm just like, I don't know what to do. Well, baby girl. Baby girl. My goodness. Goodness gracious. I can't flirt. That one wouldn't be a good choice for me. I can be flirtatious. I just don't know if I want to flirt with this guy. Because, like, this is, like, one of the first people I've met in the game. Like, do I want to flirt with everybody? Well, you've already had a dog biscuit, baby. And you had lunch. Why don't you just have a nap? Big baby. Alright, I mean, I could go the flirt route, I could go the wit route. I really don't want to do this one because this one just seems rude to me for some reason. I don't know why. Flirt with everyone, just the age of STDs, YOLO. Not dumb! Lobos flirt or kill everyone in most stories. Well, it's interesting. I was, Jenna, you missed the character creation earlier, but I have a series of stats. I have attractive, wit, cunning. No, there's a whole bunch of stats, and so as I'm going, I'm gaining these stats. And when I first went in, I did pick wit rather than like wealth or cunning or anything like that. Noelle, please, quiet, baby. Okay. See, I should have gotten out one of my fans. I could, you know, act it out with the fan. Isn't this the age where they use the fans to flirt, or is that too far in the past? I don't know. I know nothing. I think I'm gonna pick the flirtatious. Why not? Bright pink blush creeps into the tips of Ainsley's ears as she looks back to her brother, who reaches for your hand to press a gentle kiss to your knuckles, holding the gesture half a beat longer than most would consider proper before he stands and pulls back. Ooh, he liked that! The flirt landed! Well, Paparina. Enough. I'm sorry, folks. She's just being so whiny today. She's such a spoiled baby, my goodness. Oh my goodness, baby. Oh my goodness, baby. Alright, continue. Ainsley busies herself looking about at the architecture before refocusing on you with a slightly sheepish smile. I can't talk. After the barest pause, are you quite enjoying the ball? It is your first, is it not? Mine as well. I am quite enjoying myself, but it has only just begun. There is still plenty of time for a scandal. How could I not getting to meet such a beautiful young lady as yourself? I'm flirting with her too! What the hell? I should mention that this is going on my YouTube channel tomorrow. The VOD is going to go on the YouTube channel. If you miss any point of this, you will be able to catch up on the YouTube channel. Noella! Paparina! Enough! Please be quiet. Well, I'm not gonna say that it's boring. I'm not gonna say that it's boring because it's not. I've been sitting here flirting with people, so by definition, that's not boring. I guess I'll pick that one. So you say, Lady Rose, I for one am hoping for a rather more peaceful night. Perhaps if I am lucky, some gentle person will ask me to dance. Wouldn't that be lovely? Oh, that's just rude. That option is just rude. I am not saying that. Well, you are a commoner, are you not? Don't you think that's a little far-fetched? That is so rude. Alright, snoozing the ads at the moment. Noella! Puppy, will you just take a nap and be quiet? With the young lady as beautiful as yourself, it seems inevitable. I only hope I may be among the lucky number. Okay, I'm flirting again. I'm quite sure someone will ask you, Miss Ainsley, just give it time. I think that's what I'm gonna say. She nods, looking slightly anxious, but offering you a shy smile all the same. Okay. Ask Lachlan about his art. Ask Ainsley about what it's like being an interpreter. Me, Jenna, and Noah will be at the buffet table when you're done setting up your threesome. Yeah, Tom! My lord. You are just as bad as Jeff when he's around. Noella! Baby girl, enough! Alright, ask Lachlan about his art, ask Ainsley what it's like being an interpreter, ask both of them how they are enjoying the ball, say nothing, instead looking about the crowd. Excuse me. I think I'm gonna ask Lachlan about his art. What would I like to know? Where did you train? I feel like there was some Thomas Phillips in your work, but I could not say for sure. You ever take commissions? You enjoy painting? Turn the conversation to other topics. Okay, I think I'm going to pick this wit option because I'm already kind of leaning toward wanting higher wit. Lachlan blinks, obviously surprised by the reference, but then rapidly smiles and moves his hand through some signs. Okay. My brother says that he did train at the Royal Academy and did have the honor of learning with Mr. Phillips for a time. Do you paint, Lady Rose? Noelle. Enough, puppy. I could say I simply enjoy reading about art and discussing some of the latest trends, or yes, actually, although I've never trained formally. I feel like the latter option is the one I'll pick because I do, in real life, do artwork. I do sort of abstract mixed media art sometimes, and I have been shown in art shows locally, so... Lachlan moves his hands. He would love to see your work sometime. Brusquely refuse, politely refuse, accept. Food, I'm there. Yeah, I think Noelle says the same. You want another treat? Will that make you quiet down, huh, Miss Yes, dog. Oh my goodness, you're such a crybaby. Oh. This one's kind of broken, but I will offer it. Do you want? I will politely refuse. He nods an understanding expression neutral. Do you enjoy painting? He signs. He asks if the bird enjoys flying or simply knows no other way. I mean, dude's got a way with words. Always had a particular love for the arts. He says that gladdens his heart to hear. Perhaps two of you shall meet at a salon to discuss it. He always enjoys more people to discuss his passion with. Turn the conversation to other topics. Ask both of them how they're enjoying the ball. We're having a lovely time. Personally, I love just being here. Everyone looks like butterflies flitting to and fro. And Lachlan, well, he always uses balls as time to meet new people, potentially new clients. There's always someone new coming or going. When I'm not acting as his interpreter, I often spend time learning more about the goings-on of the town. Just tonight, I was hoping to hear about whether or not anyone had heard about those murders in the East End. I'm sorry, what? Somebody listening to the Regency era equivalent of true crime podcasts or something? I feel like I should scold her for filling her head with grisly business. Because I don't want to know myself, to be honest, right now. I love to see rolls and less cookies too. Girl after my own heart. See, Jenna has good taste. Alright, I think I'm gonna say that. I know you're right, Lady Rose. I just always love a good mystery. Oh, I quite enjoy it, actually. It means I get to go with my brother to meet all kinds of people and sit in on all of his business meetings. Pagers get to meet all kinds of influential people. That must be fascinating. Oh, it is. Last week he painted a Duke and Duchess, and I got to speak with their daughter at length, and before that there was a poet from Scotland, and I was able to read some of his unpublished works. Ooh, exciting. In truth, without Lachlan, I suspect I would live a rather dreary life. I quite enjoy all the interesting people we get to meet. It's some excitement in our day-to-day. Sounds like you and your brother are quite the team. I would like to think so. Our father saw the brilliance in him early and worked tirelessly in his vineyards to send Lachlan to the Royal Academy. I've been learning to sign so that I can help facilitate his art. He's very lucky to have you. You are too kind, Lady Rose. Alright, let's turn the conversation to other topics. Say nothing instead looking about the crowd. Lachlan immediately lights up upon seeing the individual in the distance and waves a hand far up in the air. The individual catches sight and lets out a large bellowing laugh as they close the distance. We have a swimmer in another lane, folks! You immediately recognize the individual as Kofi. He is a Beninese drum opera director and star. He is most famous for his romance pieces, which show a myriad of portrayals of epic romances. Okay. Lachlan, you furious devil, I did not realize I would see you here tonight. Okay, apparently they know each other. Alright. Lachlan pulls back from the embrace to sign emphatically as Kofi washes his hands. They are old friends, met one night at the Royal Academy when Lachlan was still in school. Okay, so they're old school friends. Okay. Lachlan turns to you with a smile and gestures a few times. Ah, you are new to society. Yes, I am Kofi. You have heard of me, I'm sure. I have, actually. I saw your last opera. One of the men fell in love with the woman in the sea and had to choose. Afraid I haven't had the pleasure, actually, or should I? Okay, I think I'm gonna go with this one. Ah, brilliant one, if I do say so myself. Did you not enjoy the way the music resonated with the feelings of longing and loneliness, not knowing where one belongs? Okay, I will introduce myself. Well, it's a good year to debut. There are many beautiful individuals who seek one another's hand. Perhaps you will find a love match, yes, someone who will steal your heart. That is the hope. Yes, this is the way. We all wish in our hearts to find one who will complete us or many. Or many! Okay. Why conserve oneself to just one partner when a world of love exists beyond our doors? Yeah, not for me, but you do you, boo. Do you have any upcoming works? Ah, you are a clever one to ask. Tell me, Lachlan, shall I tell them my secrets? Lachlan looks over at you appraisingly before signing. Kofi watches the gesture, grinning before he speaks. Ah, he says I should tell you you are a lucky one. Come closer and I will tell you. Alright, dish. You see, the show will be called Aphrodite and will follow the exploits of the goddess of love across her smoldering saga, traveling between Olympus and the mortal world. Sensual, it will be intimate. Okay. A blush has crept into Ansley's ears, even as she's leaning in to listen as well. Lachlan smirks slightly and claps Kofi on the shoulder. Ooh. I could just be, yay, or I could be, so what makes you worth it? I could challenge the dude. I'm assuming it's a dude. I probably shouldn't assume that. Yeah, why not? Why the Kofi touch, of course. You will know it when you see it, I assure you. Alright. I will stop from there. Mr. Adair, Miss Adair, Kofi. Oh. Cleopatra's back. Okay. Ansley hastens to drop into a curtsy and Lachlan bows. Kofi simply grins and dips his head. Okay. Your Grace, it is good to see you, my friend. And now you will forgive me if I steal away my debutante. We have much to discuss. I'm being stolen away! Of course, we will not keep you, but please seek me out before the evening is over, Duchess. It has been too long since we enjoyed one another's company. Duchess Cleopatra grins but does not respond, gently kissing you by the arm and whisking you away. I see you were being charmed by none other than Kofi himself. Did you enjoy the introduction? It was quite the experience. She laughs and shakes her head. He is a man who often needs some adjusting to, but one must respect the way in which he is so himself, I suppose. You certainly seem to charm Mr. Adair. He is a good friend to have amongst the Ton. Well liked and well respected, although some of the more conservative amidst our number whispered that he is prone to occasional bouts of scandal. Whew. Scandal, I shall clutch my pearls. Nothing has landed heavily enough to scar his reputation, although he has had a few close calls. Oh, really? Do tell. What? What is the matter? Why for do you whine, Miss Pups? Oh, tell me, what did you discuss? If you can speak with Lachlan Adair on art at length, you should have plenty to talk about at salons. Yes. Kofi told me it was upcoming opera. Oh? Perhaps I should not gossip about it. He does not wish it to spread too far. She briefly arcs her brow before deciding to let it go. If you insist, far being it from me to wish to cross the great composer. Cleopatra looks toward you abruptly. Truly? She looks forward again as you continue walking. Lachlan could be a good match. His family has money in general, and his status as the Ton's up-and-coming portrait artist means he's very in demand right now. Could be a good match. Are you trying to set me up with a guy? That said, I would take care. Yeah, scandal. Yep, scandal. Okay. But enough tough outcome, we have the rest of the ball to enjoy. The rest of the evening is a blur of socialization and colors. Noella! Why are you whining so? My little girl. My goodness. The rest of the evening is a blur of socialization and colors. You meet a myriad of individuals and dance and laugh and enjoy the beginning of the rest of your life. You dance and you gossip and you learn more about the town and its people. Still, for many, the first impression is a powerful one, and a few will forget the conversation with you theirs and the way it began your season, and some might say your story. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to be expected to react very suddenly after it finishes loading. But I'm going to get to this next section of the game, and then I'm going to have to go BRB for a little bit while I take her outside. We shouldn't be gone more than a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. But the game is still frozen. So I think I'm going to have to open up Task Manager, end it, and then reopen it. For when you get back, I actually played this before, and that's the end of the demo. Basically, you get a summary screen, and that's it. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to end it and, like, try to relaunch it, because, unfortunately, it was just frozen. But welcome in, Orange Peel Panda. Okay, so yeah, there's no continue, there's just new game. Okay. You can go and play through the other story with Kalitha and Ashton if you want. You know what, I think I will do that, actually. Good point. Sorry for having to disrupt the stream like that, but he was crying and being whiny, and see, now she's calm. She's got to go out and go potty, so I can't just let her out because I live in an apartment building, so I have to leash her up and all that. Wait, is it gonna crash on me again? I just realized I'm on the wrong screen. Wait, nope, it crashed again. Oh dear. Alright, let me try it again. I assume that there are other things that will be coming, like more character customization and things like that, as well as more story. Hey, Brant! Welcome in. How you doing? I show up, things crash. It wasn't me. Says you. Alright, let's see if I can get this back up here. Alright, hang on. I gotta fix this. Where is it? There we go. Ah, okay, we're up. We're back. We're back. Let me give a shout out to Brant Cat Herder real quick. Doing okay, keeping busy since the layoff. Oh, yeah, I'm familiar with that feeling. Folks, for those of you who are new here, there's a few of you today because of this game. Brant is a good friend of mine. We've been good friends for several years now. Actually, a couple of decades at this point, because they were actually a friend of my husband since high school, and he was actually part of the wedding party. So I know this guy a long time. Very funny guy. Very worth a follow if you like kind of chill out gameplay with good music. Why are you whining now? You just went outside the potty. She's whining again. Noelle. Okay, so I played through the first part where I talked. There were two pairs of people I could talk to in this game, because this is my my debut in society. And I talked to the deaf artist and their interpreter sister, who are not nobility, but sort of nobility adjacent and wealthy. I do mostly raid Shadow Legends, but we chill with other stuff. Celebrate 2 years as of last month. Awesome! Yeah, I think I'm close to 4 years at this point, but I took mostly a year off because of life. I don't even know when my stream anniversary is anymore. Not that important to me. So Cleopatra Everbloom Agrinia is my sponsor for the ball. So I am accepting the dress for. I'm accepting for the ball. I have to get dressed for the ball. So I mentioned this earlier, and I'm assuming the game devs are still lurking. But I mentioned this earlier. I would like to see more detailed character creation. Obviously, it's not hugely possible at this stage. I get that. But I would say, you know, at least being able to edit skin details. Just... I'm gonna go with the purple dress again, because I like purple. And I'm wearing the purple ring. I'm gonna go with this hair again. Might as well keep it the same. So we shall attend the ball. And I said I talked with the artist and their siblings, so now I have to go talk to the knight and their niece, who are part of the nobility. So we're gonna play the other side of this demo story. So you stand outside Grace Meadow Manor. You look up and around at the crowds gathering closer to the entrance, and gather your courage and your composure. Okay. My family name is known by many. Okay, that's +1 reputation, +1 wealth. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I went with the wit choice earlier, and I went to talk to the artist. I feel like if I'm gonna go talk to the gossipy knight and their niece, I should probably have reputation behind me instead. Thoughts? I don't know. I kind of want to get a different sense of like how the different stats come into play. I haven't seen much of it because the obviously this is very much a small demo, so you can't really get into that much. But I feel like the fact that I was dressed in some, you know, fashion, and I had the attractiveness trait kind of helped when I was doing the flirting interactions. Reputation makes sense to me. Okay, Orange Peel Panda. Alright, I will select that this time then. Just as you are about to walk forward, a clearing of the throat behind you heralds the arrival of the Duchess. Okay. Good to see you, Jennilee. I presume you're ready for this, as ready as I'll ever be. Remember, who you talk to will speak volumes, as will who you are seen with. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. If I may offer suggestions, and I know you will. Over there you see the Adair siblings. They are not of the nobility, but Lachlan is a name worth knowing regardless. He's deaf, and the woman beside him is his sister and interpreter, Ansley. Theirs is a life steeped in arts and culture. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this name correctly. I'm pronouncing it the best way I know how. And over there, Sir Ashton Andrews and his niece, Lady Catha Vale. Sir Andrews is one of the oldest and most established names in the town, and a gossip to boot. Yeah, he's... Don't have the loose lips around this dude. Okay, so last time we spoke to the Adairs, this time we're gonna go talk to Sir Andrews and his niece. Alright. You approach an older man well into his 50s and the young woman beside him. Ooh, she's wearing a pretty green dress. I like that. As you approach, the pair both straighten and face you, reputation. You watch as Ashton's eyes sweep over you, and then in immediate recognition moves across his face. He smiles and dips his head to you. Attractive. Keitha's eyes widen as she takes in the sight of you. Ooh! She's catching some feelings, folks! As you cross the distance, Ashton dips his shoulders more fully, and Keitha dips into a perfectly practiced curtsy. Okay, I shall introduce myself. You introduce yourself, and Ashton immediately sweeps into a slight bow as Keitha echoes the gesture into a deeper curtsy as if they have rehearsed it. Okay, I see why you said that reputation makes sense here, Orange Peel Panda. I am Sir Ashton Andrews. It is our pleasure to meet you, Lady Rose. You, of course, know of my goddaughter, Miss Vale. It is her first ball as well. Oh, nice. Okay. Reach for Keitha's hand to kiss, flirt. My lord, may I ask you a question? What are these options? Just, what are these options? Oh god, I mean, I can either be like right to the point talking to Sir Andrews, or I can be flirtatious to the young lady whose debut ball it is also. I mean, backseating is allowed on this channel, so if you have things you want to see me do with this, I will probably play this one more time and do some other sorts of combinations. So, because this is a pretty short demo, and I do have a long stream, though I probably will change games at some point. Because I do plan to stream till 5 p.m. But yeah, if you have opinions in the chat, certainly make them known. I want this to be as much for you guys as it is for me. Also, I know someone from Rainbow Unicorn Games is lurking in chat. If there's any way on Facebook you could send me a link to the, send me any kind of link to help with the funding stuff that I can, like, pass around to people if you got, like, a Kickstarter or something going on. I don't really know that portion of things. But if you have a link that you want me to share, go ahead and send me a message either through Facebook or through, something like that, because then I can kind of pass that around, especially when this goes up on YouTube later. See, I still need to make a decision here. I guess I'll be a flirt. Why not? I was a flirt in the last one. I might as well be this time. Ashton watches this interaction carefully, but does not move to intercede as you gently press your lips to Keitha's gloved hand. She smiles shyly before you release her hand and return the smile. Okay, Ashton. Okay, so he watched it and he did not stop me. Okay. Ask Ashton about the medals on his jacket. Ask Keitha whether she's enjoying the ball. Ask Ashton whether he's enjoying the ball. Pardon me. Ask them about their hopes for the season. Say nothing, glancing to see who's around. Well, given what I just did, I should probably ask Keitha whether she's enjoying the ball. Oh, yes, quite a bit. If I am being rather candid, I have looked forward to this day for most of my life. It is certainly not disappointing. Aww, she's cute. What have you looked forward to about today? What sorts of things do you enjoy? Ask an unrelated question. Take that. Well, it's all just magical, isn't it? The gowns and the dancing and the food. It's like something from a dream. Plus, I admit that some parts of me have always been excited for the idea of getting to meet someone and fall in love. Aww, she's a bit of a romantic type. Aww, my heart. Ashton clears his throat audibly and Keitha squeaks slightly and squares her shoulders. Ashton, why you gotta ruin the mood, dude? Seriously, why you gotta ruin the mood? Yes, I mean, of course a love match would be ideal, but the most important thing is for a match that does best by my family and supports our values. Yeah. Oh, should I just keep flirting? We know the game is good when the formal tuning music changes into Barry White. I mean, I feel like I should just keep flirting. I should just keep flirting. Why not? Because the neat thing about this game, from what I was reading when I did research on it, is that it's an alternate universe sort of Regency era. So a lot of the colonialism, the racism, and stuff like that is taken out of it because the world is a different place. And like I said, I believe this is based on sort of a LARPy type thing. That there are events and people go and they dress up and they play characters. And they're taking this and they're turning it into a video game. Flirt, 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 what could go wrong? I love those emotes, by the way. Alright. But yeah, so this is very much a demo. This is very new, still in development. I'm previewing it because I was asked to by a friend, and you know, this way it kind of gets the word out because they are looking for funding to continue the game. So, okay, yeah, I will continue flirting. Why not? She immediately, oh, look at her, be all shy and cute. She immediately brightens and glances over to you as a soft blush across her cheeks. She sighs softly as a dreamy smile crosses her face. Aww, she's so cute, I just want to hug her. Isn't it? Imagine binding the rest of your life to someone you cannot imagine being without. All of your days from dawn till dusk, living with the person who's your other half. I mean, I live that every day, so yeah. I can see why you like this idea. Ashton watches this interaction carefully but does not intervene. As if you could! Totally get it. All in good fun. Any jokes are not targeting the dev. It's cool they've done something like this. Exactly! And I know you're just joking with me. I do believe someone from the dev is in chat lurking. Not trying to call them out, I'm just saying that they are seeing this. So, you know, be respectful, folks. Sorts of things you enjoy. Oh, well, I quite enjoy the arts, actually. I play the harp and have quite a love of poetry. I admit I am far more skilled with the harp than the pen, but I do so love to listen to music. Sometimes dear Uncle Ashton brings me to watch an opera. I just love to see them perform, so. Yes, I do have some lurkers. Do you ever play the harp at salons? I shall ask. Yes. Oh, no, certainly not. I am terribly shy, and someone's eyes being on me, no, thank you. Oh, you should try sometime. I bet you'd be lovely. Oh, I understand. I also struggle with feeling shy from time to time. I mean, I don't IRL, but, you know. You do? Oh, gosh, she's so cute! I just want to hug her! I just want to hug her. She keeps doing this, and it's so cute. But you're so lovely. Everyone must be looking at you all the time. Do you not get used to it? Speaking of which, got alert grinding up my OIT channel since now I have time. Need to film a vid for next Wednesday. Totally understood. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you for chatting and hanging out. I greatly appreciate it. Definitely go drop Bront a follow, folks. DMs have been slid into the enjoying say hi to the hubby. Will do. Okay, do you not get used to it? Keitha. Okay, now dude is gonna intervene. Like, really? Dude. Anyway, oh, I'm sorry, Uncle Ashton. I forget myself. I'm sorry I spoke out of turn. I don't care. She smells appreciatively at you. Ask him a related question. Oh yes, in my chat, the link to my YouTube channel is up. This gameplay will go on my YouTube channel tomorrow. I'll ask Ashton. It suits. For someone who's a gossip, you're awfully tight-lipped right now, sir. Simply keeping myself appraised of who's doing what, you understand. You seem like a man who knows a lot about what's going on. Okay, that's just baiting the gossip right there. You seem unimpressed with this party. What about it is bothering you? Ooh! Oh! Oh! No kid gloves here. Would perhaps a dance brighten your ball? My card is not yet full. God, what am I gonna flirt with him now? Oh Lord, these are some options. All right. I don't know what to pick. I really don't. I definitely don't want to pick this because I feel like it's just baiting him. And I've been flirting with the girl. I feel like this is just like a slap to her face. So... I guess I'll say that. You would be correct in that I am quite well informed. Perhaps I could benefit from some of your insight. I want to get started on the right foot, you understand. There's a long pause before Ashton inclines his head to give you and gives you a small smile. Hey, at least I got a smile out of the guy. You may, of course, ask, what are your thoughts on Her Grace? What are your thoughts on the Adaires? Okay, I want to know his thoughts on the Adaires, because I already talked to them in the last playthrough of this. Mr. Adair is certainly a talented young man, but with all the respect in the world, he is not of the nobility, and thus I am not sure he has a place here at an event like this. Of course, Lady Caldwell, or our darling host, has more... Oh, there's a typo. There's a typo there. Darling host has more liberal politics, and thus sees no issue with the mingling of the common masses with the gentry. Don't you think that's a bit of an outdated view? Of course not. Regardless of what the radical will tell you, this is how society should be. Oh, stick your nose further up there, sir. I don't think it's quite high enough in the air. Oh my goodness. I will say, at this stage, having played through it once, and then this is kind of like my second playthrough with different choices, I'm really enjoying the character interactions and the character writing. For a short demo, it is really helping me to want to play this more because I'm having all these, like, sassy reactions. So, this is a good thing, devs. Thumbs up. Definitely enjoying that. What are your thoughts on Her Grace, Duchess Cleopatra? Brilliant woman and a brilliant politician besides. Britain is bettered by her marriage to the Lady Everbloom, and we are lucky to have her attending our society. Did you know she is the niece of the Queen of Dalmy? That's another thing I want to just say, since I know there's some folks here lurking who are involved in the game. Can we get like a pronunciation glossary dictionary? Because some of these I'm looking at this and I'm going, I have no idea how to pronounce this. Especially since I'm reading it aloud for a streaming audience. Anyway. Alright, I will turn to other topics. I don't really want to ask him about his medals. Ask him what their hopes for the season. I'd like to see Keitha find a match that is suitable to her station. He briefly looks over you appraisingly. To be honest, I see her finding a match as something as practice for when I seek a match for my own daughter. Also, of course, it is important to see society continue to conduct itself in a manner that is appropriate. We must have standards. Stick your nose further up in the air there, sir. Of course, a good family name, someone who will care for her and support her. A sizable dowry should not be winning a firstborn, so that her family's fortune may grow. Oh, sizable dowry should she not be wedding a firstborn. Okay. Reading comprehension. Apparently, I don't have it at the moment. I am running on 3 hours of sleep, folks. Would be nice if they were nice to look upon as well. Of course, beautiful and clever and well-read are certainly other qualities one looks for in a spouse. Perhaps you should come calling on her sometime, Lady Rose. I know she would be glad to see you. Yeah, with all the flirting I did just now, I would certainly hope so. I would very much like that. Alright, I'm gonna turn to other manners. Okay, someone new has entered the chat. Not the actual chat, the game. I'm being a memer. Who is this? Effia. I like the purple hair. Their eyes move before they greet you as well. I believe you have me at a disadvantage, Lady Rose. Denton, Effia Denton, I had hoped to see you today. Are they talking to me? I mean, I have reputation in this go-round, so... I've heard of you. You are related to Her Grace the Duchess, are you not? Apparently I am. Distantly so. I wish to speak to you a moment of business if you are willing. Go on. Oh, he's speaking to Ashton. Or they are speaking to Ashton. I don't know the gender. I am a lawyer and I've recently left my clerkship with Smith and Tanner. I am looking to set out on my own and expand my horizons some. Oh, really? Okay. I hope that you would consider taking me on to work with some of your accounts. I know you would be taking a chance, but I assure you, Sir Andrews, you would not be disappointed. That's quite the bold move to be asking at a ball. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's par for the course. You'll forgive me, McStanton. Oh, okay, they're gendered, non-binary. Okay, good to know. Yours is an unknown name. The risk to my family, my estates. Okay, so, alright. So I have a few choices here to stick my nose in. I can use my reputation to butt in a couple of options here. Sir, I know we have not spoken at length, but truly I think it would be worth hearing him out. Ashton approval. Okay, some of these seem similar, but they have slightly different connotations around them, because in the parenthetical you have like what it affects in a sense, which I enjoy. Please keep that in the game, if at all possible. I think, do I really want Ashton's approval? Do I really give a shit about that? I mean, I guess if I want to be in a relationship with the niece, I do kind of need his approval in some degree. Okay. Well, if the good Lady Rose speaks for you, they do seem to have distinguished taste. We shall have to speak more at a later date. Okay. Uncle, I think I see Lady Cecil, perhaps? Ah, yes. You'll both excuse us. We must continue to mingle. Keitha smiles at you before they sweep away. Eva rounds on you as Ashton and Keitha make their exit, studying you intently. Really? Really? I just spoke up for you, and you're gonna do this just now? Why speak for me? You did not have to. You seem nice as my debut, and I would like to make friends. Well, making friends is an admirable goal. Perhaps I shall see you around. My hope is to more around at such events. They shift to tip a non-existent hat and turn to make their exit. You watch them go for several long moments before Cleopatra sweeps up beside you, taking you by the arm and coaxing you deeper into the ball. Knowing smile, I see you were talking to my dear cousin. Did the conversation go well? McStanton told Sir Andrews they were looking for work. Is that so, and how did it go? I suggested that perhaps Sir Andrews would be well served with McStanton and his employee. Cleopatra gives a soft grin. It seems you are already seeking to become someone worth listening to, Jennilee, and at your first ball, it would seem, all of the town shall hold their breath to see what you do next. See, and that's the benefit of the reputation stat in this go-around. She adjusts, linking her arm in yours and beginning to walk. It seems you have managed to intrigue Sir Andrews. He rarely shows such interest. I can't talk. He rarely shows such interest in a new debutante. I do not know how you did it, but he's certainly interested. I'm not interested in him. I'm interested in his niece. I was flirting with her. What else were you discussing? I think Miss Vale was rather taken with me. Expressed interest in courting Miss Vale. So it would seem. The girl knows her etiquette better than many, being Sir Andrew's ward. But she still flusters. She seems to find you quite charming. If you wish a match that would bring your family status, you would find few better than Kate of Vale. Have you now? She's certainly quite the match. Her family is an old name upon the town, and they have never been known for their scandal. I love how scandals are just bold like this. You will wish to talk softly, though. To court Miss Vale, you will need to deal with Sir Andrew's strong opinions. Yeah, I gathered that. I gathered that a moment ago. Ashton Andrews is one of the most influential men of the town. He's also a horrid gossip and one of the most conservative as it comes to, as he might put it, the haves and have-nots. He will keep quite the eye on your behavior, not just with his goddaughter, but also with everyone else. I am not afraid of Ashton Andrews. I would be careful with that kind of attitude. If not feared, he is at least a man to offer some wary respect to. Yeah, well, I don't know if he'd notice with his nose so far up in the air. Cleopatra nods a few times as she takes it all in. But enough talk, now come, we have the rest of the ball to enjoy. The rest of the evening is a blur of socialization and colors. You meet a myriad of individuals and dance and laugh and enjoy the beginning of the rest of your life. You dance and you gossip and you learn more about the town and its people. Still, for many, the first impression is a powerful one, and few will forget your conversation with Ashton Andrews and Kate of Vale, and the way began your season, and some might say your story. Okay. So that was interesting in a different... Oh, hey! It didn't crash this time! Yay! There's another bit. Many would regard that evening as one where you comported yourself well, but did not quite stick out from the pack. You perhaps could have been more inquisitive or tried to tailor your words to those of whom you spoke. It is important to show interest in the world around oneself and try to make allies and form ties with the rest of the town. That's what I was kind of trying to do. It's awful judgmental for just one ball. However, to look back upon that night, regardless of how content you were with your performance, what all could agree was that above all else, it was the beginning, it was your beginning. Okay, so yeah, so this is the end of the demo. Okay, there's a QR code here. Let me scan said QR code. Okay, that takes you to romancingjan.com. Okay. Alrighty. I am going to post this link onto my gaming Facebook page as well as my Discord. I'm also going to include this link in the description of the YouTube video when I put this up on YouTube. Can we not have the ads going on right now? Twitch, please. Can we not? Goodness sakes. Alright, ads might come up in the next little bit, folks. So, okay, my thoughts about this particular game and demo. I would like to see more skin tones and hair colors and all that, and the customer characterization, character customization. I realize this is a demo and you just wanted to pick something and run with it for the demo. I get that. But I did want to say that it was a little uncomfortable with me being mayonnaise colored and playing someone whose character was not, especially since that was supposed to be me. If I were playing a pre-made character, like this was like the Jan that you're romancing in Romancing Jan, like if it were, you know, just a title character, that would be different. But because the character I was playing was supposed to be me, it felt a little uncomfortable with them not really matching me in any way. But this is a demo, limited resources, understood. The story's good. I like the characters. Some of the name pronunciation was a little tricky for me. I do like the fact that there's representation. I do like the fact that there's, you know, different types of relationships represented here. There's non-binary people represented here. I really like that. I noticed that when I did the first go-round, the opera writer was walking on crutches, so there's different ability and mobility representation in here. I really like that. I do like the fact that you do have the option to play as yourself and you can be, you know, nobility or not. I like the statistics and like having the different areas in which your character is strong, so like wit or reputation, what have you. I like that. I do like the writing of the NPCs that I interacted with. I like the fact that it's a point and click, like choose your own adventure, you know, what you choose affects the story. I love those types of games. I've played many of those types of games. I played Life is Strange, I've played Tell Me Why, I've played a couple of small indie titles of that nature. I mean, hell, I played the KFC dating simulator. You want to talk about a wild game. So I do enjoy that sort of, you know, make a decision. I do get a bit indecisive at times when I look at two choices and go, I don't know what to do. But I do like these types of games. I think it's a good start, and I think that, you know, if you've watched the stream or watched the YouTube, the VOD later on YouTube, and you really like what you've seen here, I definitely recommend checking out Rainbow Unicorn Games and Romancing Jan and trying to find ways to support them. I do hope to see more of this. I don't know where this is going to go, but I do hope to see more of it. I will kind of keep an eye on things, and if more comes from this game, if there's another version or, you know, whatever changes come, I'll probably play it again. With that said, I